While there are many other rules that we could get into out here as to how to build this community and use it to help you become the best basketball player you can be, the final rule I'm going to present for this video is the rule of the role, in that humility is one of the best paths to consistency. In the attempt to become the best player you can be out here and create the best basketball environment you can out here, probably the best, fastest way to do that is through consistency. When you organize people, when you bring them out here, when you try to organize whatever it is weekly or multiple times a week, when people come out here, the fastest way to build that community and use it to help you yourself become a better basketball player is to be as consistent as possible. But through that consistency, you need to be realistic. What I mean by realistic is the kind of player you are, because most players out here are average. That's what average means, obviously. Some players are supreme players, the best players out here. And then there's the other end of the spectrum where players just are not that good, but those are the exceptions. Most players are average. That's where most people lie. And in that average category, that means don't chase the glory of being a go-to guy if you're not that player. Or at least don't be consumed by trying to be the go-to guy when you're clearly not at that level as of yet. Not everybody has to be the all-star scorer who everybody recognizes as the man out here. Not everybody has to be, not everybody should be, and not everybody can be, and that's fine. If you try to play above your level when you're not there yet, you're not going to be nearly as consistent as you could be. Meaning, sometimes you will meet that level, but probably the majority of the time you will not. You will fail, and not only will you fail and make more mistakes than usual because you're trying to play higher than you're used to, but that will expose that failure to everyone around you. So instead of doing that, my advice is to play average, and then by pushing yourself and trying to go further and beyond that, hopefully you play just above average on a regular basis. Playing just above average on a consistent basis will allow you to have that consistency and build yourself over time, instead of continually trying to press yourself above where you know you should be playing, where you can be playing, where maybe sometimes you reach that level, but probably more so than not, you play below it and make way more mistakes and make yourself look worse than you actually even are. So have humility about what kind of level of player that you are so that you can be consistent. Instead of going out of your way to try to be the go-to guy when you probably are not, instead be intentional about being a glue guy, being the guy that plays defense, that gets rebounds, that sets the screens. Because all of those things are all about effort, and effort is all about choice. You can choose to be that glue guy on a consistent basis, whereas you can't really choose to be the go-to guy if you're not actually the go-to guy yet. So choose that consistency over the glamour of trying to be the go-to guy, be the glue guy. One of the things that can make you irreplaceable out here is being a supportive player, playing a supportive role. And while that can obviously be part of how you play out here, it can also be things like how you communicate with other players, your organization of bringing players together, or, reliably executing whatever needs to be executed out here, even if it's the smaller, glue guy kind of things. Ego demands the spotlight, but effectiveness embraces the essential acts out here. On this channel, I've always said that there's a hierarchy, there's a process to go through to become the man out here, like everybody wants to be. And one of the key ways to do that is being the glue guy and earning your way up through the ranks until you find yourself one day in the go-to role. The way that works is you're just the go-to guy until, you get to a certain level where now people look at you as the go-to guy as opposed to the glue guy.